1 year after the BP oil spill, businesses along the Gulf Coast continue to recover from an economic and environmental disaster that few Floridians were ever prepared to handle.
We never, ever thought we'd have to worry about, oil spilling in the Gulf and ruining our tourist season here on the Gulf Coast.
Tim Massey, who rents condos on Navarre Beach, hoped for the best, but reality set in, one customer at a time.
And then all of a sudden, my phone just starts blowing up and emails are coming in. And it was people wanting to cancel. I probably lost around 40% of my business last year because of the oil spill.
Even though oil had not yet touched the shores of Navarre Beach, Massey said the public had a very different perception. 15 miles to the west, the story at Pensacola Beach was the same. Reservations had taken a similar hit.
Because they were hearing about oil washing up on the beaches and they were concerned about the dispersants that were in the water and whether it was safe for kids and things like that.
Joe Endry with JME Vacations says that even though the majority of the impact was more towards Louisiana and Mississippi, potential vacationers were bombarded with national media attention that was too damaging to overcome.
You hear these reports, that there could be oil out on the bottom of the Gulf, in which case if a major weather event came through and that was stirred up and it ended up on the beaches, then I'm afraid that the negativity of, that kind of oil on the beaches and the media attention that it would get would change people's perspective that, that maybe they ought to go somewhere else.
Ed Schroeder, the director of Visit Pensacola, says that the impact reaches much further than just the tourism industry.
When you start looking at where those monies would have drifted through our county, then you start looking at lost school revenue, lost city and county government revenue. All those are felt in the current budgets that everybody's trying to balance right now.
And with the hurricane season approaching, BP has made plans to remove offshore tar mats that continue to deposit tar balls on isolated areas along the shores of the Gulf Coast. As the 2011 tourist season begins, the number of reservations is positive, and Massey and Endry both hope it is a sign of good things to come.
The ones that maybe went to other places last year will come back to Navarre and just see how beautiful our water is, how wide our beaches are. We've always been a family-oriented place to visit, and we just hope those families continue to come back and spend their dollars here.
I think that people have really been wanting to come back to the beach. I think they really missed, the fact that they didn't get to come here last year.
So, with desirable weather and only isolated areas of oil in the water and the sand, Florida's beaches appear ready to launch a successful tourist season. The only question that remains is, will they come? Reporting from Pensacola Beach, I'm Jill Hubbs.